was that journey? How did you definitely enrolled into the financial planning?
If I retire, I have something to look after, and something that gives me passive income later on, something which is secure. So he told me, if that is the goal, then let's start investing in mutual funds. That's how my goal changed.
If you can share a big couple of instances wherein you felt that okay, this was something that in the past I was not doing, and because of this financial planning now I am able to do it much better.
Like one of it was constant follow-ups. It made me feel that probably I am not that serious about my financial planning, but you folks are. That helped me to think, okay, I have to do certain things.
You have now gotten insurances, you have now gotten the investments right. So has that changed? Has that made any difference in your lifestyle and your confidence levels?
Nobody up until now has asked me so much information in general about anything. I would just invest and get things done, right? So, but it was more in an organized way that helped me gain trust in the process that was going on.
What is your suggestion to someone who is just a 21-year-old today and starting his or her journey into getting the money? That is the first step, right? So what would you suggest to that person?
So if you get financial education knowledge and you start investing in an organized way, you'll probably be free earlier than what we are doing right now, right?
So hi everyone. Today we have Neha, who is an IT professional, who is an engineer by the education. Fortunately, she has come for this testimonial at her own past college. We are shooting it there, and thanks a lot, Neha, for doing this with us. Just would love to understand a little bit background about yourself, maybe something interesting that most of us don't know about you. What is your passion? How has been your education? Where are you born at? Yeah, over to you.
So, hi, hello, my name is Neha, and I'm born and brought up in Pune, and I've done my engineering from the same college where we are shooting right now. And other than education, I wouldn't say like die-hard passion, but I do like singing. So I sing at times, and other than that, I try to play badminton.
Oh.
So I'm learning. I'm still in the learning phase. So yeah, that's about it.
Great. No, fabulous to know that singing is at least you are like that thing, and you should continue that then definitely. Now coming back to where we are, you have taken the financial planning services from Spring Money and you have completed that entire phase. But it will be really interesting to know, before this, for last 5-7 years, how have been your experience with managing your own finances? What has been some of the learnings, and maybe somewhere where you have seen some pitfalls or where you think you might have made some mistakes? So what are those learnings, if you can shed some light on them?
So honestly, with finance, I'm not very great. And even though as engineers, we earn a good amount of money, but I was not great with finances. It was my mother who pushed me to invest into mutual funds. So initially, I did it by myself. Later on, I realized I'm not good at this. So it was, I think, one of my cousins who told me, I do it through a broker. And so I reached out to him and I told him that, can you do it for me as well? He did it, everything was okay and things were all right. But then at some point of time, my brother came to me and he told me, do you really understand what he's doing? Or are you just giving him the money and getting things done? So I told him, honestly, no, I don't know what he's doing. So he told me, do you want to do it again by yourself? Can you do that? I said, no, because already I have too much on my plate. I don't think so. While I do understand financial education is important, but I'm not at that state to, invest so much amount of time to get into the learning and things like that. So I think Arnav was the one who reached out to me and he told me, we do these things. Are you interested? I said, why not? Let's try it out. So that is how this journey started. And previously, when I was doing it through the broker, things were not that transparent. He used to tell me, okay, we are investing in these things. You get the mandate done, which I did, and things were like that. Yeah. So I felt that transparency was missing, and I didn't know if things were actually in my benefit or not. So that question was always there. So yeah.
No, definitely. I think you touched upon a great topic, which is about transparency. Because finance is, I think, one of the most critical parts, I think, just beyond health that we all are worried about. And transparency is the key, because to get that confidence, especially that whatever you are building, whatever you are doing, is it in the right direction? Is it in the unbiased manner? Is it working for you, or is it working slightly against you? And in that, I think I'm very sure the SEBI accreditation that we bring to the table, wherein we work only with the SEBI registered RIAs, that might have helped you to gain that trust, right? So how was that journey? How did you definitely enrolled into the financial planning? And was this element important to you, the SEBI accreditation? And how has it played role in making that transition into this?
Honestly, that helped me take the first step when I understood that everything is through SEBI backed up. So I realized, it is trustworthy. And my faith was in, okay, nothing is going to go bad. That is okay. Mutual funds will grow, and there's profit and loss. But with SEBI backed up, I said things will not be in a way that I'll not reach anywhere. So then I said I took my first step. Although I must say that the first step is a little overwhelming. You'll get a long Excel sheet wherein you have to fill a lot of details. But going through the process, you gain a lot of clarity. Not which is the person which you're sitting with and having those meetings, but also I feel your goals are much more, you get more clarification. Otherwise, normally you have vague goals. Like I had a few, I had to rearrange them, that this will not work out for me well as of now. When the process started, he asked me, why is the certain goal that you have? For example, if I had a goal to actually buy a property, but then he told me, what is the reason to buy that property? I told him that if I retire, I have something to look after, and something that gives me passive income later on, something which is secure. So he told me, if that is the goal, then let's start investing in mutual funds. That's how my goal changed. And that made me realize that is, see, security or financial security while you retire, there can be n number of things that you can do, but what is the right pick for you? What is the right choice based on your lifestyle? So it helps you in that. So you have to fill a lot of things. Initially you might feel that why am I filling those things, but definitely once the meeting is set up, they'll tell you why these things are required, right? And you'll understand these things are important. And in normal day-to-day life, you'll not think about it. But when you think about the goal, and if I have to actually achieve the goal, these things will help you, the steps, building blocks. So if X amount is going in my leisure, or X amount is going in my whatever studies I'm doing, X amount in something else, then what is the actual amount that I have to keep aside? And then how would you reach to that goal? So that helps a lot.
Absolutely. So if I want to just summarize, I think looks like this is the whole idea of a personalization.
Yes.
Because many a times what happens in our life is we take some decisions because somebody has told us, we have seen somebody else doing it. But many a times it is very difficult to answer those hard questions, that why am I doing this and what is in it for me? And I think that is what the first step at least helps you in, while we call it a goal discovery phase, wherein it helps you to get the reality check also in terms of your own self-belief, your own understanding of your own lifestyle, and then set those goals which are realistic, again helping, as you rightly mentioned, get that clarity in that. Beautiful, I think. But post that goals, if you can share maybe a couple of instances wherein you felt that, okay, this was something that in the past I was not doing, and because of this financial planning, now I am able to do it much better, or I have that confidence in managing this money.
Yeah, so there are few things which I would like to highlight. One of it was constant follow-ups. It made me feel that probably I am not that serious about my financial planning, but you folks are. That helped me to think, okay, I have to do certain things. And second thing is conscious money spending. I don't know if I put it in the right way, but I know that I need to have X amount every month to save to achieve my goal. So I do that conscious, if I have to shop something, if I have to buy something, any which way. So I have that cap. Now, it is not random buying. So I think that has helped a lot. That has changed from the previous year.
Previous thing. Now you are more conscious about whatever money you are earning as well as whatever you are spending, and which I think is a very right step, because ultimately we all want to achieve some things with money. Ultimately, money is as good as what you achieve with it. And if it is helping you to gain that confidence, get to your goals, that is the best part about it, right? In that journey, I think, can you say that what was your level of confidence or level of clarity before meeting these financial planners, and maybe now after doing this for last 3 to 4 months and getting that entire financial plan ready, and now execution has also been done. You have now gotten insurances, you have now gotten the investments right. So has that changed? Has that made any difference in your lifestyle and your confidence levels?
Definitely yes. As I said, the spending thing has definitely changed. But how the trust has increased, I would say initially, I was just, okay, my friend has told me, let's try it out. And I was honestly trying it out. But I never thought I'll actually become a customer, because I gave it a thought. I said, we could at least try, because we have tried so many things. But when that Excel was shared, as I said, there were so many things asked. And even in the meeting, he explained me very well that why are we asking so many things. It will actually help me to clarify, okay, these are my goals. These things actually help in a way. So that's how my trust increased, because nobody up until now has asked me so much information in general about anything. I would just invest and get things done, right? So, but it was more in an organized way that helped me gain trust in the process that was going on. So things changed, and even after execution, I feel it is in the right hands, again because of the SEBI registered thing. So yeah, that's how my trust has increased. So I feel good right now about the things that have happened.
No, definitely, as you rightly said, whenever there is a structure, or what we call as a typical method to the madness, I think we all feel much more secure. We need that plan because, and to be very honest, when we are thinking about such a huge thing about our personal finance, it is really sad to say that 97% of the people in India do not have that plan. Like, we plan for very short trips also. But whenever we are going on this life journey, it is so difficult to go on that life journey without having any plan, or without having a holding hand. Someone like now what you have, which is a SEBI-accredited person whom you can call anytime for any of the queries, you can get that answered. So now you have someone like a financial doctor of your own who knows about you and can keep on enhancing your own confidence. Well, that's really, I think, great that you have started this journey. But definitely, as you have joined this journey at this juncture of life, but as we were discussing, what is your suggestion to someone who is just a 21-year-old today and starting his or her journey into getting the money? That is the first step, right? So what would you suggest to that person?
Honestly, it is as good as you exercise, right? If you start exercising at the age of 30 or 35, you might not get so much benefit out of it, or it might take longer duration. But if you start at the age of 20, you'll definitely see results faster, because your body does things faster. So same analogy to that is, if you get financial education knowledge and you start investing in an organized way, you'll probably be free earlier than what we are doing right now, right? So that is why I would recommend doing that at the early stage, because even before you start earning, or you've just started earning, you'll be much more disciplined, which is more important, not after 30, because it'll be more difficult to keep a cap on your lifestyle. Once you have gained that lifestyle, you'll feel that it is okay, I cannot cut down on my so many trips and this and that. But if you have disciplined way, you might not even need to cut that down later on. So I think that is important if you do it early stage.
And I think in money management, especially what we call as a eighth wonder, which is compounding.
Yeah.
So that also plays a huge role, because if you are 21 or 22 today, you have good 40 years till you can actually retire and stop working. So 40 years is kind of a huge time period where your money can actually start working for you, maybe compound a little better.
Yeah.
And that also helps, definitely.
Definitely.
Any last bit of experiences that you would like to share? Maybe something that you saw that as a completely changed behavior for you, or a insight maybe that you accumulated over this course of understanding in terms of financial education or in terms of process. Anything that you would like to share as the last bit?
One thing I realized that there are so many things around us that we might not know. Like, I did not know there are so many types of insurances altogether. There's accident, there's a lot of things basically, and why certain things are important, and at certain age also. So that differs from person to person. Like, I did say no to a couple of things, and he did tell me that, benefits, and is it okay for me to do certain things at certain time. Like, for me, dependency was not an issue, because my parents are not really dependent as of now on me, fortunately. And so certain things I was okay to get that down, but the knowledge that these things are there, so going forward, if I need these things, I have that knowledge. So that was missing, I would say. So that will help me going forward, investing consciously. Okay, which bucket should I invest in, how much, health, insure, everything, so that has helped. I have gained that knowledge, I would say, thanks to you folks.
No, definitely. No, great. I think thanks a lot for doing this again with us. Thanks for sharing your experience, and I think continue this journey. Definitely it will be fruitful in the longer term also, and hope that you become as wealthy as you want to be. Definitely. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.